Victoria's opposition will spend hundreds of millions of dollars on a new health precinct in Melbourne's east if they're elected to government in November. Sky News can exclusively reveal the party will give a hospital within the precinct an Indigenous name.
With just over 60 days until the Victorian election, the state opposition has made yet another health-related promise, vowing to build a brand new health precinct at Wantirna in Melbourne's east, which will include a 250-bed training hospital.
It's going to train our workforce of the future as well as saving lives of today.
The precinct would also include a training hub and accommodation for healthcare workers. It would be built on a 22-hectare vacant lot opposite the Wantirna Health private aged care facility. The Andrews government has been in discussions with the local council about building a similar precinct for 4 years, but nothing has been committed to.
The Victorian Planning Authority, there is just detailed plans in that document. It's clearly being discussed for quite some time. We know what we need to do. We need to get on and fix the health crisis.
Sky News can reveal the opposition will give the new hospital an Indigenous name. While Wantirna seems the obvious choice, the party plans to consult Indigenous groups within their first 100 days in office in order to mutually agree on a title.
I think this is the location where we would have a conversation with the local Indigenous authorities. And I think that this hospital should have an Indigenous name. I think it's a good fit for that kind of location and that facility. So we think an Indigenous name for the new facility would be a way to go.
The government came under fire last week over its plan to rebuild and rename Maroondah Hospital, which is also in the east, to the Queen Elizabeth II Hospital. The Liberal Nationals would spend $600 million on the new precinct, then seek $300 million from the federal government.
They've already announced more promises than that they themselves believe they can fund. They are counting money from the federal government despite not having had a conversation with the federal government. So they can't be trusted.
No, but when we come to government, our attitude is to be constructive with the federal government. The feds have made it clear that they want to work with other state governments, irrespective of political colour, particularly when it comes to training facilities.
It's the opposition's 15th health-related commitment. The total cost to the state is $4.5 million. The party has promised to fund its pledges by shelving Part 1 of the suburban rail loop. Julia Bradley, Sky News, Melbourne.